If you guys want to know why I bought the Ninja ZX-10R over the Suzuki Hayabusa, the BMW S1000RR or any other bike, please do watch the video till the end. Believe me, when you go to buy a superbike, it is not as simple as you have the money and you want to buy it. There are a lot of factors that go into consideration, and in this video you're going to understand what are the factors involved, what all are the parameters that you need to consider, and how you finally land up on a bike. You know, what are the choices that he goes through, what are the bikes that he considers, what are the factors that he considers while making the decision, and then you also will get an idea of how I bought the bike, why I got into superbikes, who influenced my decision, and how finally I ended up with this. The bike that I have is the 2024 Ninja ZX-10R. As you guys can see, this is the brand new color with the Diablo grey. The other option is the KRT edition, the green edition, but I did not want that bike. I did not want that color. You know, Shagufta did not like Z900 because of it being naked bike. So since we are used to sport bikes, we are used to CBR 250, she did not like the Z900. She did not want me to buy a used bike. Okay, so she figured that, you know, if I'm paying 9 lakhs, I think that bike at that point, the second-hand Z900 that I had seen costed me something around 9 lakh on road. So it had a lot of accessories added. So, you know, he was asking for 9 lakh. So what we decided was we might as well go for a new bike, because I was getting new bike at around 10.15 lakh on road. Okay, be it a Delhi registration, be it with BH registration, whatever it was. So we figured we'd go for a new bike. Once we decided that, you know, I am going to go for a new bike, then we started seeing for the various options that were available. After Z900, since Z900 is the naked of Kawasaki, you will naturally consider the naked of Triumph as well. So the naked of Triumph in that price bracket is Triumph Street 77765. Okay, then afterwards you have your R, you have your RS. So you have your R, you have your RS. That's so cool. So you start considering all these options, right? So after you consider all these options, then we actually went to the Triumph showroom to check out the Street Triple. We saw the Street Triple RS, we saw the Street Triple R. The Street Triple RS was coming up to a price of something around 15 lakh on road, okay? Especially for this red color. Now we fell absolutely in love with the red color. But unfortunately, the cost was too much and it was coming up to something around 15 lakh. 15 lakh at that point, we decided for a naked for a 765cc, it is not worth it, okay? We felt it was too much. So you might as well have gone for Z900 for something around 10.5 lakhs, and then you could have used the extra money for accessories, maybe the exhaust, maybe other things. Sorry, I'm running a red. So you could have, you know, used the additional income or the additional money for accessories. So once we ruled out Triumph Street 77765 RS, then afterwards I remember seeing this particular video where in Philippines or Indonesia, this new ZX6R color scheme had been launched, and believe it or not, it looks epic. So I had made up my mind. I was like, if I'm going to buy any bike, it is going to be ZX6R. It is going to be in this color scheme. I then contacted Deekshit and I told him that, yaar, dekho, mujhe ZX6R. But see, another point is ZX6R ka price had not yet been launched in India at that point. I think ZX6R ka price was going to be announced in first week of November, December or Jan, something like that. You know, it was later towards the year. Abhi tak we've already reached August, September sometime. So once we reached August, September, by that time we had rolled out Z900, we had rolled out Triumph Street Triple RS. At that point in August, September, the bike I was considering was a ZX6R, and in ZX6R this particular color scheme. So I contacted Deekshit. I told him that, yeah, dekho, if I'm buying a bike, I have to buy this bike only. So please tell me the price. Oh, that's a Hayabusa 25th anniversary edition. That's a BMW S1000RR. So I told him that, you know, please tell me the price of this. Please tell me how much can you get it for. And then afterwards, I would like to make the booking amount right away. But then that did not happen because the bike was getting launched very late, and then the price, I think ZX6R ka price was something around 15-16 lakhs at that point on road. Then I remember Shagufta discussing with one of her colleagues who already has a superbike. He has a BMW R1250 GS. So he told us that if you're going for a ZX6R, you might as well go for the ZX10R and go for the kill, because you buy these bikes once. Of course, for people like us, you buy it once, you don't keep buying it again and again, and you don't keep changing the bikes. Instead of buying ZX6R now and then regretting it later, that why didn't I buy ZX10R? So from ZX6R, we came to ZX10R. So then we came to the 1000cc. Okay, now we're talking superbike. We have directly come from a 600cc category all the way to the superbike category or leader class category. Okay. So once we have reached leader class category, then there were three options. To be very practical, there were three options. The first option, of course, was the ZX10R. The second option was obviously the legendary Suzuki Hayabusa, and the third option was the BMW S1000RR. Now I'll tell you between the three how I selected. Unfortunately, ZX10R was not available in Visakhapatnam showroom, so I had never seen the bike. The only reference I had for ZX10R was Pranav's bike in Visakhapatnam. So if you guys remember Pranav from Bikers Hub, he owns a ZX10R. His is the BS4 edition, the 2021 model in stealth black. It looks absolutely amazing. So his was the only reference. So then what I did was I went ahead and I took a test ride of his bike. I immediately fell in love. Granted, in 1000cc's, that is the only bike I have ridden till date. I am not going to, lie to you guys. I have not ridden a Hayabusa. I have not ridden S1000RR. I have not ridden a Ducati. Before Zeus, the only superbike I had ridden was Pranav's ZX10R. Okay, so maybe that is one of the mistakes I made, that I took only one reference and based on that I took a decision. But I'm happy with that decision. Then afterwards it comes to why didn't I consider Hayabusa. So in October, when I had gone to Bangalore, just before our wedding, in Bangalore showroom there is a Hayabusa. Okay. So when I went to Bangalore showroom to check out the Hayabusa, over there I saw a lot of Hayabusas that had come for servicing. So I sat on the bike. Unfortunately, I couldn't take a test ride, but I sat on the bike. We took a feel of the bike and it was beautiful. Especially in this pura black color, no, it looks amazing. So we figured that if I'm going to buy the bike, it is going to be this bike. I contacted the dealership from Pune because the Suzuki dealership in Visakhapatnam does not deal with superbike, does not deal with Hayabusa. So I contacted the Pune dealership and he had told me, I think his name was TK. So shout out to TK, he was very patient with me. He told me that you go ahead and book the bike, and once you book the bike, he will ship the bike to Visakhapatnam or wherever it needs to be done. So everything was on board. We were on board with the registration, where to get it done. We were on board with the costing. We were on board with the shipping charges, the shipping process, how he's going to get it from Pune to Visakhapatnam. What am I going to do for servicing became the next problem. So like I've told you, in Visakhapatnam, Suzuki does not deal with Suzuki Hayabusa, right? So even if I have to get the bike serviced, I have to get a vendor or a mechanic all the way from one of these big cities, either Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai. One of these cities, I have to get the technician to come over to Visakhapatnam. So of course, then logistic charges, transportation charges, service charges, so I had to bear all these expenses. So that became an impractical decision. And BMW S1000RR, obviously, because it is in a completely different price segment. This bike on road in AP, comes up to something around 20 lakh. The S1000RR on road in AP comes up to something around 24 lakh. So aise nahi, already I had jumped from a 600cc category to a 1000cc category. It's not like I can jump again from a 20 lakh bracket to a 25 lakh bracket. So somewhere you have to control yourself, not let your horses run wild. And you also need to understand that 20 lakh was the bracket for me. I had to make a decision between the ZX10R and the Suzuki Hayabusa. There was a conflict between my heart and my mind. My heart and Shagufta's heart wanted the Suzuki Hayabusa because the moment we saw that black Hayabusa, both of us fell in love. It was absolutely amazing. There was no issue whatsoever. And also the pricing was also convenient. You always had the bragging rights of owning the legendary Hayabusa, and everything we had was going for the Hayabusa. All the points, all the reviews, all the comparisons, everything led us to buy the Hayabusa. Then I considered a lot of second-hand dealerships, a lot of second-hand bike showrooms in Bangalore. We went actually physically, visited the showroom, and we checked out all the other bikes. Believe it or not, as soon as we saw this white Multistrada 950S, both of us fell in love, okay? Because See, you might be thinking that, Arey yaar, ye to he sees every bike and they fall in love with it. But what you guys also need to understand is somebody who has not grown up with a lot of money, for somebody who has not grown up looking at all this kind of money, I am somebody that's grown up on a CBR 250, right? So as soon as you see these big super bikes, as soon as you see all this Multistrada 950S, as soon as you saw the Suzuki Hayabusa, as soon as you see the ZX-10R, you immediately fall in love, okay? Because there's a lot of factors that go into consideration and looks is definitely a part of it. So what ended up happening was we went to a second-hand dealership in Bangalore, both my wife and myself. We saw this particular 950S, the Ducati Multistrada 950S, especially in this white color scheme. Both of us immediately fell in love with it and we even made the booking. Okay, we paid an advance of I think 20,000 and we told him that, yaar, dekho, after we go back to Visakhapatnam, we'll have to sort out the finances. I'll have to figure out how can I withdraw my savings, how can I withdraw my investments, and then afterwards I'll be making the full payment to you. And I even had to discuss the loan process with him. Unfortunately, what happened was after I went back to Visakhapatnam, that entire withdrawal of investment process and the loan eligibility criteria changed. Because of which I realized at that point of time, as of October 2023, I could not afford the bike. So I told him the same thing. I told the dealership that, yaar, dekho, I cannot afford the bike right now. So please refund the 20,000 booking amount, whatever I have made. Mind you, when we made the booking amount, when we paid the 20,000 rupees, he had clearly told that, sir, if you do want to go ahead with the bike later, it's okay. I will issue a refund. That fucker played around so much with us, telling that, sir, I will not give you the refund. The money is going to be with me. You can do whatever you want because I'm not going to give you the money. I was like, "Arey yaar, tumne specifically bola tha that you're going to issue the refund and now you're telling that you're not going to give the refund. What kind of games are you playing?" So that became my first bad experience buying Superbike. At that point, right then and there, I decided I am not going to go with second-hand dealers because they cannot be trusted, they cannot be relied upon. So I decided I am going to buy a new Superbike, be it Z900. I was ready to come back all the way down to a Z900, but I'll go for a Z900. Luckily, then afterwards, using my influence and contacts, I was able to extract the refund from him. And we got the refund, we got the 20k back, and that was the end of it. Then we went ahead with ZX-10R and bought the entire thing. So ultimately, I went with my mind, and that is the reason that I bought the Kawasaki ZX-10R. This color in particular. I decided that it is better to be practical because my entire life is going to be in Visakhapatnam. For the next 7 years, I am going to be in Visakhapatnam. So it makes sense to buy a bike which has a service center already in Visakhapatnam so that servicing will not become an issue. And that is the reason that I ended up buying the ZX-10R. Now, between the colors, why I wanted to buy this color in particular versus the KRT edition, of course, if I go on to explain that, it will become an even longer videos. So you guys do let me know in the comments below if you want me to make another video of why I bought this color, why not the KRT edition, the pros and cons of maintaining this bike. And I also remember in the delivery video, one of the subscribers had mentioned in the comments below to make a separate video on the entire financing process of how I bought this bike. What are the financial requirements of affording a super bike? How much down payment is required? What are the loan terms and conditions? How much will be the EMI? What will be the rate of interest? Pre-closure? All of that is what I have gone through while purchasing this bike. So to be very honest, I have also bought this bike on loan, not full cash. But luckily, the amount of loan for me was quite less. If you guys want me to make a separate video on the entire financial implications, the loan requirements, the financial requirements, please do let me know down in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to guide you guys, because you only live once. You might as well buy the bike of your dreams, have fun, and then later once you get older and wiser, you can always sell the bike. That is the story of how I bought the ZX-10R, why I considered the ZX-10R, how I ended up buying the ZX-10R over the Suzuki Hayabusa, over the BMW S1000RR, over its Ducati competitors, over the ZX-6R, over the Triumph Street Triple 765 RS, and over the Z900. That was the entire video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button if you guys like this video, if you find the video inspiring, motivating, and how I ended up buying the bike of my dreams. Please do subscribe to the channel because as you guys saw in the previous video as well, we have just hit 1,000 subscribers. We are still growing. We want you to be part of our journey. and we want you to tag along with us. As always, ride free, ride safe, always keep two wheels on the ground. Thank you for all the support you guys have shown to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. See you in the next one. Bye.